and I've tried to say there is the deleting, and you've got to categorise in order to delete, and then you synthesise. So if we just go back, I'll just leave these activities, because I've spelt those activities out in your notes, if you'd look at. But if we just go back to here, I can have children read that text about ancient Egypt, and first of all, underline each idea. And see, we've underlined each idea here. And then I've said, for me to summarise it, what are the key ones? So there are different sorts of ideas. There are main ideas and there are supporting ideas in this text. Now, all the time it's going to be referred back to the topic. But the first one, ancient Egypt did not need to import its food. And I'd say those two are main ideas. When we see at first, that's an example, that's an instance. So that won't be part of our summary. You with me? So those ideas are specific ideas. And then when we go on later and we see later, that's a specific idea again. So, does that first sentence, it's food, is this, the items imported, is that included in importing its food? Is items imported, is that included in importing its food? Yes or no? Yes, it is. Okay. The Pharaoh's household, is that part of ancient Egypt? Yes, it is. So this is a classifying part. And you see, if I was doing this on a whiteboard, I can draw lines. I can draw a line here that goes up to there and say, that's part of ancient Egypt. That was in ancient Egypt. That was in there. Honey and cedar oil. What's that? No, but that was part of its food. What is cedar oil? Cedar oil, would they use that for greasing things or something? Or varnishing or some of that? On balm bodies. Oh, smart girl. Smart girl, right? Very good, very good, very good, very good. Okay. But look, is this okay with the summarising? See, I can have that dialogue if one person undertakes to teach this to 7A or 7B, then this would be the dialogue. And hopefully I would have read it Rosalie before that and sort of I'd have that right. But see, you can do it like this. You're helping the kids make sense of it. Now, you don't want to make this into a mechanical activity. And we're doing it like this, only so that the children can ultimately do it by themselves on the run. That's why we're doing it. But this is, Margaret, this is one way of doing it. Are you happy with this, Mark?
I have to think about this.
All right.
I think we do that sort of thing, but we're fighting against kids with highlighters who you give them out and they think summary is like colouring in exercise.
Yeah, and it's everything, Phil. Yeah.
So you have a look at what they've done and they've highlighted things that seem like to me at random.
Yeah.
They're not breaking it up into those two categories of information.
Yeah. But I think that's also where, like I would need this on a PowerPoint and I'd break it into 3 or 4 sentences at a time and then I'd be flashing it up and talking about it, but really being able to underline and for me to draw lines to show how things are contained. And then we've got our post-reading and along the lines that we said earlier, I can use a stick-on label for each of those, Rob. So I could have a stick-on label with 1 sentence on each of those paragraphs. And if I have condensed each paragraph into 1 sentence, again, that's powerful. That's powerful. Okay. Are there any questions about what we've done? We've run out of time a bit, but the final, just the final thing that, and I've given you notes on reviewing and consolidating, but one activity that I've found useful, and again, this was something actually we did at Banksia, I think, so it shows the date. It was done in '02, so it was a long time ago. But to bring all these together, if you've got VCE students needing to read about an issue, I found it useful to have a chart like this, where the students, as they read through each paragraph, they can record the key concepts or the key vocab, they can paraphrase the sentence, say the question it answers, and they can also summarise it. And so if they're going to comment on it, they've actually got a good database, a systematic database for making sense of the text. And you can use this in any subject area. If you're reading about biology or phys ed, I mean, see, you could have a chapter, and for each section, you could have, your key vocab, a paraphrase or a summary of the key ideas, the questions and answers,
John, have you worked with a school that has made you successful in regards to physical ed and maths?
No, I haven't.
Do you know of it?
No, but I should, because we did this at Banksia at Banksia with English. But also I did it in physics. We did it in physics and biology. So it will work in phys ed, mate, because biology stuff similar to phys ed.
If I could just say, there's teachers back at school that are asking me if there were a school that already had a template or have been trialling these sort of strategies, that we would be able to get in contact with them in some way, liaise in some way just to see what they're doing.
Oh, schools, yeah. What's the name? Laylaw Secondary College has used them. Damn it, come on, Effie. Lakeside's done it. Lakeside? Preston Girls are doing it, I'd hope. They are. They are. Who else? Where else were there? Sorry? There are quite a few schools doing it. Roxburgh, there are quite a few schools I've worked in where we're really, and where we've really worked to train a group of people who can lead PD in this area.
And I think in regards to the English and literacy at Aston, we're well and away. I'm more talking about the PE specific.
Yeah.
And
But you could try it out, mate.
I know.
No. Yeah. No.
We want to.
We'll be the school that's doing it though. But it's more effective when you make it up yourself.
Well, I think it's also good if you see it.
That is good. I agree.
Yeah,
That's good.
see.
Okay.
Yeah, it is a little bit about taking a risk, and once you have a go and you can see, well, yeah, that worked.
I think we are well and one having a go.
Yeah.
We are having a go.
Yeah, but I know exactly how you feel, but just,
Because your school was probably 6 months ago, just getting underway with it, and you've moved on. Although, Margaret, you've been there for a fair while doing it.
Yeah, I have, but I did it as part of
Restart.
Restart, yeah. I mean, I've done this for years.
And Judy's been doing it. Damn it.
Not just me. Yeah, we're all having a go. But I would say
Well,
too,
well-
we're all having a go. What I know from test, pre-test and post-test too is that when I did it with the Restart students, because they were at the bottom end, not the exact tail, but towards the end when we pulled them out, when we tested them again at the end of the year, every year that we did it, they'd moved up into the top half. So
Yeah.
it was quite significant to see where they moved.
The restart data that we got, and Ken Rowe mentions that in that report. He said about the only PD program, he explicitly mentions the restart stuff that we did. Because he said about the only PD program that had really shown improvement was the restart stuff that what he said that I'd done in the training. They pulled out the data and could see it. Look, all the very best. If you come back in term 4, it's underachievement, and all the very best. Have a great holiday.